Good day. Today we are going to discuss about automatic purchase order, auto PO process. Thanks for Arun for creating this wonderful document. Okay, and within few hours you took to create this document, and I appreciate your effort. So we'll go with step-by-step process, like what are all the prerequisites to be prerequisites required to create a PO without having any manual intervention. With the transaction, right, ME59N, we are going to convert PR to PO. So let's go through step by step, uh, like how this is done. Okay, like what are all the prerequisites to be maintained in the system. Example, first we have to go to Metal Master, purchasing view, tick automatic PO checkbox. Okay, so let me go to the steps directly. The first step is like you should go to if already you have done the creation, mm01 is already created, and this is a change mode. Okay, so you can mention mm01 or mm02. Okay, during creation time also you can tick this auto PO, and this is done in the change option, change time, mm01 or mm02. Okay, so in the purchasing view you can see the automatic PO, this checkbox should be ticked. Okay, then again here SK01 or SK02. Okay, step the transaction where the vendor master in the purchasing data view, in the purchasing data view we have option like checkbox automatic purchase order to be checked. Okay, metal master purchasing view, this is a checkbox, and vendor master in the purchasing data, this is a checkbox. The two checkbox are there. Then third step is, yeah, this is right, Arun, ME11 or ME12. So here you
Yes.
have to change the transaction MM01 and so 2 and SK01 or SK02.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, here in ME11, ME12, yeah, info record, you have to maintain the info record before that. Okay. For the combination of vendor and material, this is the standard one, and where we maintain the price, tax, discount, charges, etc., etc. So from there, major value will get fetched. Okay, and we are not going to enter anything manually. And fourth step is like maintain a source list if necessary. Example, fixed vendor, how the fixed vendor will take up from where it is taken from the source list, where you have to maintain the valid from which date to which date, this vendor and which purchase organization. It's fixed, checkbox is checked as fixed. So the system will understand for this material, whenever you convert PR to PO, okay, then the system will understand this is the fixed vendor. Okay, so creation of purchase requisition, as you all know, ME51. And so here Aaron created one as purchase requisition, bold 2 with 30 each. Okay, and delivery date is 8/3/2021. Okay, so here the fixed vendor info record already taken when you are creating a purchase requisition. So now our job is, after creating a purchase requisition, converting the PR to PO. That transaction code is used is ME59N. Okay, how to run the transaction ME59N? This is a screenshot where you have to pass the information like, I think it's not required to enter all this fixed vendor and all. If you pass purchase requisition per plant, you can convert PR to PO by putting plant and then purchase organization and purchase group. So whatever open purchase requisitions are there with this combination, it will convert PR to PO. Yeah, just for one purchase requisition, maybe he has passed fixed vendor as this. So the one PR got converted to PO. So you can see this is a purchase requisition converted as purchase order. This is a log. Okay, it will show whether it is converted or not. In case if any error is there, it will show error log here. Message text will show some faulty in purchase order, some error in the tax code. Okay, so everything you have to maintain in the background so you can convert easily PR to PO. Okay, let's open now SAP screen and we'll see how we can convert PR to PO. Okay, so ME to N. I will go to the plant document that is yesterday only it is created, right? Let's open 4 and plant is HON1, execute. Okay, so I think 6 3, right? 6 3, 6 3 is the, and 6 2 also is a converted one. Okay, how to check like whether it is manually created or automatic one? Okay, so here where is that? Just a minute, it is taking a little more time. This is converted by user only, like Arun has like Arun used ME59N to convert the PR to PO, so it will show his ID only. In case this conversion is happened through a batch job, means we can create a batch job for conversion of PR to PO automatically, then it will show this is created by batch job, and the name of the batch job will come into picture in here. But this is done by manually in the sense converting PR to PO automatically. But again, you have ran this ME59 transaction manually. But if you set any batch job on daily basis, you have to set what how many PRs you should pick up, which combination, everything. We have to create a variant. However, like how you have maintained this value, right? So this we will save as variant. Okay, from that variant we will have one program background job will be there, program will be there. We'll create a background batch job, and then it will be active in the production system. So whenever that batch job run, then it will check all the open purchase requisition and it will convert as a purchase order. Okay, that is like support people will monitor on daily basis if any error is there or any failure is there, any PR is not got converted to PO, such kind of job we will monitor. Okay, okay. Now I'll go to, let me check that PO number just to refer the data. Okay, plant 1 63. Okay, here, okay, I'll open this material and purchasing view, automatic PO is checked. Okay, then go to vendor master, go to purchasing data view. This is the purchasing data view, automatic PO is checked. Then go to info record. Okay, the net price, everything is maintained here. Okay, then go to ME01, material is, what is the material, sorry, material is this bolt dia 2 mm. So if I enter this material and combination with the plant, Then it will show you the validity from which date to which date, vendor and purchase organization. In case if you have an agreement, you can add the agreement number and item. Then here it is checked as fixed. Okay, this is the maintenance of source list. Okay, now I'll create a purchase requisition ME51N. Okay, so I can create a purchase requisition by referring the existing purchase requisition. Quickly that can be done. Example, this is a purchase requisition already done, right? So there is option. So here you have to go to change mode, layout change layout. I will take the field purchase requisition reference. Purchase requisition. Okay, it's here. Okay, I'll put this into this layout and I'm going to save it. Save as. I think this is whose ID? I think Gautam. Gautam. Okay, user specific. Okay, now this layout is saved. Whenever Gautam is login with this user ID password, so he is able to see this view where purchase requisition and item field is available. Okay, this is not customization. Okay, we are not going to add through SPR. If anyone asks like how this layout is changed, like view based on the change layout, there is option available in the front end itself. Okay, business user only can go and change it. Okay, if in case optional, mandatory, or the display field and all, it will be done by SPRS settings. Okay, based on the document type. Okay, don't get confused with the customization and screen setup. Okay, now I'm going to refer this purchase requisition. Okay, where is that purchase requisition? This one, line item 10. Okay, it'll get copy all the details. Okay, as you can see, the source of supply, the fixed vendor and info record automatically fetched, and even purchase organization. Okay, even if you enter the material details, everything manually, so these all values will come automatically because source list and info record is maintained. So because of that only, this field will get filled. Okay, in case of you are going to do a STR, means stock transport requisition, STR PR, then you have to enter the supplying plant here. Okay, and issuing location, where exactly the material is supplied and who is going to issue that respective store location you have to maintain here, and this will be you. Okay, stock transfer PR. Now I'm checking this and save. This PR is got generated. Okay, now I'm going to convert automatically PR to PO. ME59N is a transaction. If you are not able to remember, then there is a path you can follow. And here I'm going to do this per company code or per plant, whichever I want I can convert. Example, the purchase requisition you are going to do only per plant, means plant HON1 is there, one plant is there, for that only I'm going to club. Okay, example, there are 10 PRs are there with the respect to that plant, then that 10 PRs will convert into one PO also possible. Okay, or in case you're going to remove this and click on this per requisition, means every requisition will convert as a one PO. Example, there are 10 requisition is there, 10 PO will generate. In case you go and remove this checkbox, okay, and if you go with the item also, example, one PR have 10 line item, then 10 POs will generate for each line item, like that. Okay, this setup will be done based on the business requirement, how they want. Okay, with respect to a group of purchasing group, or maybe plant or store location or item category or company code. And now I'm going with per plant per requisition. This is a combination I'm going to choose. Okay, so now I'm putting purchase organization and plant. Okay, so in case If you know the requisition number, here you have option. You can pass the requisition number. Okay, 19469. So then once you click on this, okay, you can save the variant. Okay, this is get variant. There are already many variants are saved. So now I am want to save this variant. Okay, go to edit, sorry, go to option variant. Okay, save as variant. Okay, here I can give automatic PO. Okay, like this I can create variant. Okay, and description. Okay, like this I can enter and save. Okay, now it is saved, right? Every time it is not required to come and do any changes. Okay, if you come to ME59N screen, just I selected some variant, right? Now I select this variant details. Here if I click on this variant option icon, that variant will be showing now. See here, automatic PO. When I click on this, the data will get fetched. If you enter like 10 fields also, if you save the variant, so that will be available. So whenever you use it for batch job and all, right, then you can use this variant to run the batch job. Then automatically system will convert PR to PO through the batch job. Okay, now I'll execute to convert PR to PO. Okay, see here, purchase order successfully created, requisition successfully converted. Okay, this is the purchase requisition, this is the order. You can go and view the purchase order whether it is converted properly or not. The price got fetched, everything is good. And then material data, quantities, schedule, and invoice details. If any tax is there, it should fetch here, but if there is no tax, conditions also is there. Okay, then delivery address, everything it's showing here. In case of if it is subcontracting, then subcontract details will come. Condition control, price, print price, everything is copied from the PR. We did not do it through my ME21N, right? It's converted PR to PO automatically. Okay, a little thing I want to explain, how you can manage batch job, right? There is a transaction called SM36. Okay, SM36 is a transaction to create a batch job. Okay, here we have to give automatic PO batch job, and then I have to go to start condition. Sorry, I have to go to step. Here I have to give name of the program and variant. Example, if I click on this, there is no variant showing. Let me check what is a program to convert PR to PO. Program to convert PR to PO in SAP. Okay, RM0 BB30. Let me copy this. Copy this and go to SAP screen and maintain this. Okay, so now you can select this automatic PO variant which I have saved in the ME59N screen. So ME59N screen behind this program is there. Simple, right? When you run that transaction somewhere, some program is driving the converting of PR to PO. Some logic is there behind that program. Now I'm going to use this as a program and variant. Okay. Now I have to maintain one PR. Okay, let's see how this batch job will convert to a PO. Okay, I'm going to use okay, purchase requisition. I'll take some example and I'll create quickly 23N. So create material, I'll put the plant H1. Okay, so here I'll enter on number one. Okay, then store location. Okay, then purchase info record. Okay, for the material, what is our material? I think this one, right? Right, bold, yeah, right. 7122. Okay. See, once I enter all these details, this fixed vendor info record of purchase organization, everything came into picture, right? I did not enter anything. Okay. Now I'll save this. Okay. This purchase requisition number is open now, right? So I will change the variant like I'll go and change the variant because I entered variant for previous purchase requisition. I'll go to ME59N. I will maintain the variant, okay, by removing the okay purchase requisition not added, right? Just I'll enter per plant and per requisition. I'll maintain one variant now for the batch job. Sorry, I'll go to option variant, set save as variant. Then I'll put automatic PO, so PO batch job. Okay, save it. Okay, save it. Okay, now I saved this, so I'll go to batch job creation page. Here I'll choose no automatic PO batch job, this variant, and then I'll go to check, then okay, save. Okay, now see the program name, the web type and parameters which I've selected. If I click on this parameter, if I check this and go to variant, okay, then it will show the variant details which I have maintained. Okay, if anyone asks like go and check variant which is already maintained to batch job, you can see like this, equal to this, and then the works per plant X is there, and per requisition X is there, and some number is the one. Okay, and here it is there, contracts X. Okay, now I'll go back and I can see the value also. If I click on this and go to variants, I can click on values also. See, if I go to that variant, I can see the what values maintained by this variant, right? In same screen only you can see everything. Okay, now I need to check step. Okay, so here I should click on that OK button, change, save. Now I'll go back. Okay, here you have a start condition flag option. Okay, click on this start condition, and here you have option immediate. Means immediately you want to convert the PR to PO, this option. Or if you want to put some date or time, you can go with this after job, after event, like this. Okay, this is all done by a operations team or a technical team. Okay, who is just we have to functional consultant will give all the details of variant program, everything, and scheduling date, time, everything will give an Excel sheet through a mail. So they will do this all set up in the production system because they have access to do all these things. Or initially we have to test in lower client whether this batch job is running correctly or not. Once it is working fine like this, then we'll update it in we'll maintain it in the production system. Okay, now I'll go for immediate. Okay, and save. Okay, now I'll save this. Okay, so now batch job should run in the background, and it will convert PR to PO, open PR to PO. There will be a 10 PRs or 20 PRs. Okay, it should get convert. Now we have one PR. Okay, I'll go back to SM37. Okay, I'm going to SM37 to show you the batch job which is ran now. Okay, so with user 109 put star, because if you know the job name you can put job name, and date from to this date. If you know the program name you can put the program name also. Okay, just to filter out. Here you can see scheduled, released, ready, active, finished, cancelled and all. If you execute this, it will show automatic PO. Okay, this is the job name, user 109. I think other batch job also successfully completed. Here I can see. If I click on this automatic PO, and I can see the spool also, or I can go to the job log. Okay, job log will give you the details of what PR is converted which batch job PO. Sorry, standard PO is created under the number this. Okay, you can view this PO whether it is correctly created or not. In case if any error is there, it will show error in here. Okay, then from that monitoring you can go and correct the issue manually. You can update to business user. Okay, this is not done properly, so that's a bad job is got failed. Okay, so please try out this from your end in your system by creating multiple PRs, and with a different variant with different options and all, right? You can try out each one of you, try with different options. For example, we have how many? 10 including me, 11. So 10 aspirants like work on 10 scenarios, then it will be wonder, right? Okay, so this is the way you have to do a PR to PO conversion manually, then automatic PR to PO, then batch job. Okay, any questions do you have? Anyone have any questions concern regarding this? Yeah, Avinash ji, you joined a little late, so please go through the recording, okay, which we discussed before.
Yeah, Prasanna.
And Manoj also somewhere network issue was there. I think you dropped in between. So please watch again the recording which I'm going to share quickly now. Okay. Anyone have any question? Hope you guys understood the concept which I explained, right? So then big thanks to our great Arun Kumar. He always prepare a quick document. So I requested him to create a document for physical inventory end-to-end process. Okay, uh, like configurations and all everything. Okay, complete one document I'm going to get today, I think. Hope so. Tomorrow Gautam, and not tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tomorrow only morning 7 a.m. Please join at 7 a.m. because Gautam will go for work and all, so he has to leave early morning, right? So we'll discuss about third party business process. And Avinash ji, you also have to add something regarding third party, because you'll be knowing more about SD and all, right? So if something we are missing out, you just add on that.
Yeah, Prasanna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then. Hope all are good with today's session. I'm happy to see uh, maximum member today, not member or people only. Okay, maximum count is there. Okay, and we have left out with a few sessions, and let me complete in the coming days. And I'm planning to launch another group of people maybe next week. Okay, in case if I left few sessions, I'm going to work with a group. Okay, and let's cover that subject. And also I'm going to launch a few sessions in the weekends, okay, about the projects, how project will work out, because a few are knowing about the projects things and all here. If who are not knowing about project related things and all, so we'll make one group, and from there I will come and discuss and talk. Okay, if you are going to join from a different connection also who need related to the project. Okay, is that okay to all?
Okay.
Okay then, thanks again Arun for your
Okay, sir.
contribution. Okay, keep doing like that only, it will help many people.
Yes.
And others also, and Nikhil is doing, Gautam is doing, many are doing that preparation of documents. Please from your end you contribute whichever topic you find. Okay, you feel okay, let me do this contribution to SAP Guru, so that will be available in app anytime, even I'm not there. anyone can go and access it. Okay, I'm giving global access, like anyone can go and open that basic profile. Okay, and who wants like next level pro, silver, gold, then they can request us to update the profile, or maybe if they want some sessions to be conducted, or maybe some doubt clarifications, such kind of things are will come to us and we can manage it. Okay, good day, take care, thank you. Tomorrow please join at 6:55 if possible, so 7 a.m. sharp we can launch the session, third party process, because I don't know how much time it will take to complete the session, right? It may take 1 hour maximum. Okay, just please coordinate with us. Okay, take care, good day.